122-pounder, 10-5, man. Watch the Goodfellas Sports TV, bro.
You guys from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Watch
Goodfellas Sports.
Goodfellas, bro.
Got our official sponsor, Greenwood Stock Trading. If you want to learn how to make some passive income, some extra money, so you can invest in your future and your kids' future, give them a call for a free 10-minute consultation, 281-760-3170. Go get to the bag.
All right, man. So you got a lot of people who calling the Boots Ennis team a duck. You know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna always have people, you know, that's consistent with, you know, just a narrative that he didn't duck, right? And you know, he basically saying, well, Terence Crawford should call us, and he should do this, and he should do that. And he called, and they already called the bluff. They already called him and all that type of stuff. But my thing is this, man, I'm gonna keep making videos like this, dude. You know, there's a narrative against Terence Crawford that Showtime and PBC is trying to do whatever they can do to deflect, you know, Terence Crawford away from Errol Spence, because check this out. You know, Bonzi Ennis said that they sat down with Espinoza and Errol Spence name never came up as an option, right? Terence Crawford is being claimed, well, according to Bonzi Ennis, BLK Prime contacted Jarron, Ennis and them about what would it take to make a fight, you know, which, you know, Terence Crawford had to say on his side that, you know, I would agree to fight Jarron Ennis. Now, you know, we already know PBC could have won a few routes with Terence Crawford, right? They could have tried to slow him down by feeding him guys like Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, where they was no longer belt holders, Keith Thurman when he was never a belt holder, and try to take him through the ringer or through the car wash a little bit and wear him down and soften him up for Errol Spence, right? And that also would have made him more synonymous with the PBC brand. They chose not to do that. And then Terence Crawford said, you know what? You know, I said I would fight Danny Garcia. I fought Sean Porter. I said I would fight Keith Thurman. You know, and then he said, you know what, man? I even fight Jarron Ennis. And, you know, what that proved right then and there with his willingness to fight all challengers at 47 that was with PBC or affiliated with PBC or on the Showtime PBC side of the street, just let you know that Showtime ain't nothing but a bluff. And they're putting out, they're telling these fighters to push the narrative. They telling these fighters to push a narrative, you know, to try to diminish Terence Crawford's name. But what's only what they doing, they plan that they devising to do this smear campaign. Terence Crawford is not taking the bait. Terence Crawford is not getting into a social media exchange or a public back and forth, you know, and he not exposing these guys because they exposing themselves. So he was willing to go through they quote unquote car wash or go through their ringer just to get Errol Spence and just to prove that not only is he a worthy challenger, that he the baddest motherfucker in this 147-pound era. And, you know, he was like, well, I fight Jarron Ennis. And you got to ask yourself, so if they couldn't reach an agreement with Terence Crawford and Jarron Ennis because of the networks, right? Bonzi Ennis knew that beforehand. Espinoza knew that before. He didn't have to call Espinoza and say, well, what would it take? What would it take to make a Terence Crawford fight? He didn't have to ask Steven Espinoza. Oh man, fuck that. I ain't going that way. He didn't have to ask Steven Espinoza, you know, he shouldn't have to ask that. Because if y'all really want to make a fight, Terence Crawford is a free agent. Why not make him an offer to come over to Showtime and fight Jarron Ennis and see if y'all can work something out? If you couldn't work nothing, if BLK Prime got the money, why not do it on BLK Prime? If y'all really think that Jarron Ennis is that guy, he can win, you know what I'm saying? Why not go ahead and do it on BLK Prime, get the strap, come back, and I already explained why that's toxic for them even if he wins PBC Showtime. Because if he come back with that WBO strap, okay? If he come back with that WBO strap, guess what? Then there's pressure for Errol Spence to fight Jarron Ennis. And that's a high risk, low reward fight for him. Even though he get undisputed, if he loses to Jarron Ennis, he overrated. You ever seen somebody really lose somebody and they early in their career and that person that beat them went on to be a great fighter? Nobody in retrospect really go like, damn, he did lose to this young Mike Tyson, or he lost to this young Muhammad Ali. Hell no, you lost. Somebody might say, some hardcore fan might come back and say, yeah, man, damn, he still went on to be good. But like I said, I continue to say, about this situation, it's just a campaign to smear the man's name. You know what I'm saying? They trying to clear the runway for Keith Thurman and Errol Spence, but fans not gonna buy that shit, bruh. They don't buy none of Errol Spence shit except when it was with Mikey Garcia. And and the logical answer for a lot of guys is why he just didn't go to the WBO, get a purse bid. They bid on the purse bid. Showtime, PBC, Cameron Duncan win the purse bid. And then Terence Crawford got to vacate the fight. Why not just go that route? Because they don't want to fight. I'm telling you that. They don't want. All this is just a clout chasing narrative. Because how can Espinoza say, well, Errol Spence, ain't in the cards right now. Right? And you just be like, yes, sir, he's not in the cards, sir. But then, you negotiate whatever happened with BOK Prime and Bud. You negotiate, and then you don't even directly try to negotiate with Bud for a fight. But then again, you keep coming out here clout chasing, lying about the fight, about wanting to fight him, and you don't. So how can Showtime tell you no about Errol, and they supposed to be with you, not against you? How can they tell you no about Errol, right? But y'all can come to understanding with BOK Prime. Showtime couldn't try to negotiate with Terence Crawford, as far as we know they didn't, about a Jarron Ennis fight. But y'all keep begging. It's a clout chase, bruh. It's simple as that. Oh, yeah, he should call us. Nigga, he called y'all. Your money line wrong. You said, well, I got to talk to Espinoza. And Espinoza like, man, we put all this money into Jarron Ennis. I tell you what, they probably offering Jarron Ennis exceptional money for that fight, too. But you know what? They was like, man, what we can't do for you, man. We not going to, put all this money and we ain't going to build. We not going to build you up and then let you go to BOK Prime, get sparked, and don't have nothing to show for it. But what we can do is this. We won't have to have you fight on the Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia undercard, right? We'll give you your own card, and you can headline your own card, you know what I'm saying, on Showtime. We'll give you a couple extra more dollars, it won't be with BOK Prime offer because that's a world championship fight. We'll give you a couple extra fucking dollars, and that'll be our compromise. And you gotta abide by it, guess what? Because nigga, you signed a network deal. As far as we know, you got a network deal with Showtime. And that's what they doing. Push a narrative, push this. And then all the PBC media members, man, the Canelo fight sell better anyway. Nobody want to see Crawford and Spence. So they got them pushing the narrative, and they trying to dupe the fans. Right? They trying to dupe the fans and push a narrative and all that shit, right? Like we 2-year-olds. 2-year-olds ask for your Snickers. You're like, man, you don't even like Snickers, man. You're right, man, I don't like it. He tried to do a Jedi mind trick on boxing fans who know more than your sorry ass media members, or they wouldn't be asking dumbass questions about Errol. What type of shirt is that? Bitches say hands on it. Errol, you like spaghetti? They wouldn't be asking dumb questions like that. They wouldn't. So that's all they trying to do, but it's not working, bro. It's not working. Fans want what they want. And not only do hardcore boxing fans want it, because we really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. You know, casuals want the fight. You know, syndicated, sports shows, want the fight. And they even called Stephen A. Smith to tell him to shut up. So you get to talking about stuff like, how PBC operate, or, about stuff like, first thing they want to do is demonetize your video. Then you got to hit review, and then they'll turn it green. Bruh. They even told Stephen A. Smith, man, don't you come here don't you come talking about that, man. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Don't blame us. And meantime, they allegedly got people trying to stop Adrian Broner from fighting. That's why nobody will fuck with Adrian Broner right now. And De La Hoya gonna find out the hard way if he want to sign AB again. He gonna find out the hard way. So that's what they trying to do, bro. And Errol is gonna have to deal with these questions, right? Errol's already getting ran out the barbershop and shit. People are already looking at him. His homeboys looking at him funny. His mammy looking at him funny. I guarantee you it, bro. Them people that sit in the ring when he got a belt, bro, if he tell them niggas no or they fall out, the first thing gonna tell you is that nigga a bitch. He's scared of Terence Crawford. I'm telling you. There's gonna be something amongst those lines. Something amongst that. And they got Jarron, Ennis and all. Sean Porter the only one who didn't play the game. And Sean Porter credited Terence Crawford, he credited Terence Crawford for helping him get out to other boxing events. He said that he was just standing in the PBC Spear before Terence Crawford, he said he seen Terence Crawford, I think, with the Wilder Fury first fight. He said, what you doing here? He said, man, I'm a fan of boxing. I don't get into all that sides of the street and political shit that y'all get into. I'm a red boxing state. I'm a blue boxing state. He said that opened his mind. Now he able to do shit on his own. And, I'm pretty sure if they, wanted him, he able to do something on ESPN. And sometimes a lot of people get caught up in gangbang community and we a family. And sometimes sometimes somebody got to open your eyes, or, a situation got to open your eyes. And at the end of the day, dude, they trying to do it. Al Heyman trying to have everybody else do Errol Spence dirty work, to get this man off his back. That's what it is. He trying to get everybody to do his dirty work to get this man off his back. They trying to discourage him. They trying to catch him slipping, being out of shape, and smoking and drinking and doing shit that a lot of PBC fighters do. Come on. And they ain't working. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.